right, it's time for Friday Flix here with your unbiased insider's look at this weekend's releases. 2,872 miles away in Santa Monica, California, the host of America's longest-running movie talk show, the film freak himself, Mr. Leo Quinones. How are you, Leo?
Hey, Ryan. Fantastic. Thank you, and it's good to be with you.
Thank you. This is an exciting weekend for movie releases. First up, we have It Follows, which is only in select theaters. It's a little spooky.
Yeah, it's a lot spooky, actually. It's getting really good reviews. This is a rated R horror film, and basically it is like a disease you don't want that gets transferred around, only the disease take that out and put in evil. So it seems like an innocent date, but all of a sudden there's a confession. The guy says to the girl, hey, by the way, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I had to pass this on to you. Now you have to pass the evil on to somebody else, and so it's an unending chain of evil. So select theaters, like you said, so it's scary.
It sounds like such a happy movie, Leo. It just brightens my day. All right, next up, speaking of happiness, we have Run All Night, which features Liam Neeson. And again, he kind of plays this role like he does in Taken, it seems like. It's always the same type of role.
It's an alarmingly close parallel, Ryan, that you bring that up. So we have Run All Night. It's rated R. It's an action film. It's Liam Neeson at his best because this film is not about his daughter like Taken. It's about his son. His son gets into an altercation, and this altercation leads to someone passing away. And, well, who's the dad waiting in the wings? The bad guy, Jimmy, played by Ed Harris. And you know he's such a great bad guy, Ryan. Ed Harris will put you 6 feet under before anybody will. And it's good to note about this film, this is Liam Neeson's 14th film with the same stuntman. And he confesses, hey, look, I don't do stunts. I leave that to the professionals. But during all of his fight scenes, he has a stunt guy in there, and it looks really, really good. And decent reviews. This is a fun action film if that's what you're looking for.
Do most actors have the same stuntman, or do they rotate?
It's a confidence thing. It's a trust thing. And once you build that alliance, you know, Tom Cruise, Ben Affleck, or whoever the actor is, if you find that right guy who helps make it believable that the audience goes, okay, that's not a stunt guy, well, then they glom onto that person like glue. So it's a trust between, you know, pretty boy actors and tough, gritty stuntmen. They are an alliance.
Well, the good news is, Leo, is that here on CT Style, I'm actually getting my own stuntman next week, so I'm sure the show will flow much better. And lastly, speaking of somebody who I'm sure has a stuntman, is Cinderella.
Oh, Cinderella. Okay, a little bit of background here. This film is 65 years in the making. The Walt Disney animated classic is from 1950, and I was lucky enough to host a screening for Fandango on Tuesday night. And it was so unbelievably cute to see about 100, maybe 115 little girls dressed up as Disney princesses. You know, they go in there with all the expectations. Their eyes are wide open, and then Walt Disney is the architect here. He whisks you away into this wonderful world, directed by Kenneth Branagh. It's just a sweet, sweet retelling of the film, and classic as well.
So do you think this will be the top one at the box office this weekend, Leo?
I don't think so. I know so. This is going to make somewhere in the neighborhood of $60 million. And I have an important piece of information for everybody watching right this very second. You cannot be late to Cinderella. You want to know why?
Why is that?
There's a special 5-minute Frozen short film. It's called Frozen Fever. That's right. So if you're a big fan of Frozen, you know, everyone's back. Elsa, you know, everybody is there, so you just have to see it. It's full-blown animation, and again, you're going to see Olaf the snowman with a bunch of little mini snowmen. It's cute as ever, so don't be late to Cinderella, I beg you.
All right, Leah, I will be dressing up as Elsa myself when I go to see the movie this weekend, and of course, St. Patrick's Day parades.
So what's different?
Right, no, it's very normal for me. I understand that. Do you have any fun plans for St. Patrick's Day coming up?
You know what? St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out safely, and I'm going to find a real Irish pub. I'm going to get some corned beef, and I'm going to get some green beer, and I'm going to have a great time.
Well, it just so happens, Leo, that today in the Bender Kitchen we have Anna Liffey's with us, and they're going to be cooking up some corned beef and cabbage, hopefully some green beer as well. But make sure you guys follow Leo at Movie Interview on Twitter. Leo, we'll see you next week, but we're going to go eat now.